Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me here on the WITN First Alert Desk at 8 a.m. I'm Gigi Barnett. Meteorologist Jim Howard will be joining us in just a few moments to talk about our last full day of winter here. You could certainly feel the chill in the air this morning, but it'll warm up nicely. We'll be getting to 60 degrees. He'll tell us all about the warm up as well as the even greater warm up that we're going to be seeing into tomorrow and into the beautiful weekend. So we have a lot of exciting weather news to talk about as we head into the weekend. Before we talk about the rest of the forecast, though, we do have a story out of Jones County this morning. Yesterday, there was a health and wellness fair down there, and an ECU doctoral student presented some of his research about a health study for those with heart failure, those patients. He is conducting a study that'll help with low salt diets, and the big premise of this story is how heart failure and heart patients are being treated, especially in rural communities. So we do have a look at what he presented at that study and what they're looking forward to doing with it.
With her twin sister in the hospital after suffering from a major stroke, Phyllis Daniels is taking her health seriously, including her heart health.
I'm at the age where I need to be, taking care of my heart and everything else. I'm 68.
Heart failure is a chronic condition that affects over 6 million adults in the U.S., according to the American Heart Association. Despite how common it is, rural areas tend to be overlooked when it comes to managing the condition.
This is a major problem here, and it's been an issue that's well understood, but where diet has played a big role in the reasons that people are returning to the hospital needing additional treatment.
But a research study is looking to make a change. Brendan Lake is a doctoral student at East Carolina University. For his research study, he's currently recruiting people who have heart failure, live in a rural community, and have been told to follow a low-salt diet to learn more about how they're managing.
This study is a pivotal first step so that we can develop the ways that support them the way they need to be supported, not the way that we think they do.
Lake says the low-salt diet many are put on can pose as a big challenge, as a lot of food in the South is high in salt. This study hopes to get in the shoes of those on the diet to learn about their challenges so they don't end up back in the hospital. It's a chronic condition this registered nurse knows well, as he spent nearly a decade treating heart failure patients at ECU Health Medical Center.
I've met amazing people who had heart failure and who I was able to help support their health and get them home to their families, but who I saw all too often, who we could almost set our watch to how often they were admitted to the hospital with complications.
Lake speaking to seniors at the Welderly Health and Wellness Fair in Jones County as they learned more about keeping their heart and body healthy and active.
I have 2 dogs. They're Chihuahuas, so they don't pull me too hard, but I take them for walks every day and just trying to eat right,
while also giving those with heart failure a voice to help them manage their condition.
To tell us how they need support and tell us what experiences they're encountering to do a better job in the healthcare community, keeping them out of the hospital and home with their families.
Yeah, so I hope that with this research study, they're able to find some people who are interested in taking part, and also learning more about how diets and heart failure and everything is kind of connected, especially in a rural setting like where we are here.
Yeah. You know, I've dealt with a few heart issues, and my doctors that keep pounding it over and over and over again. Diet, right. Which they're addressing here with this study, and sleep. Sleep
right.
is so critical. And most of my cardiologists, the ones I've talked to, say people underestimate just how important a normal sleep schedule is to good heart health. So I like that these studies are always out there and they're working hard to get people more educated. You got to make the diet change, but you got to change the sleep habits as well.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's talk weather now. I know we've got some good weather news going into the weekend.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is great weather. This will make your heart happy. 70s coming in here. In fact, 80s as we get into the weekend. We'll start off with some headlines for you this morning. It's chilly again like yesterday. Sub-freezing some of the inland areas. Sun-filled skies. Cold to cool. AM to PM or early AM to PM as that high heads up towards 60. I thought about putting mild in there instead of cool. Some of you may not quite make 60. Certainly 50s, I think. Qualifies as cool. So north breeze at about 5, should do us. A little bit of patchy frost. Haven't seen much of that. The atmosphere is pretty dry and not a lot of moisture to work with to get frost going. I think around bodies of water, swampy areas, probably a pretty good frost for some of you. 32 degrees in Greenville, so we're still at freezing, but the sun's lifting up, the shadows are shortening up, and the atmosphere will be warming up accordingly over the coming hours. VAR, variable breeze too, just kind of drifting around, not much movement in the air. Some high clouds, they were out there a few hours ago, they're gone. That little bit of rain off the coast is moving further away from the coast. Nothing brewing, nothing doing. I think probably late Friday night, Saturday sunrise will be our next chance for a stray raindrop. And when I say stray, I mean stray. Most of us, nada. 32 Grifton right now over Southern Pitt. There's all those air temps. 40s on the coast, let's call it. I'm going to say mid-30s inland because these numbers are all about to update. We'll work our way again nicely towards 60 this afternoon. There's your breeze at about 5-ish. Let's track the numbers. We'll take it through today, tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday. I believe I've got all those in here. So here we are, rolling the clock. Lunchtime, low 50s, sunny skies, light winds. Afternoon hours, we're clocking out of work, upper 50s near 60. There probably will be several 60s out there. That's pretty decent. Still long sleeves, but heavy jackets unnecessary. Overnight tonight, get you into Friday morning, roll that clock. Friday, actually, I just rolled you all the way into the afternoon. I think highs tomorrow will likely make it to 70. The morning hours near 40 Friday morning, and then the afternoon, 69, 70 degrees. And again, spring starts tomorrow. What a nice way to bring in the spring season with sunny skies, 70-degree highs after a cool start. And I like it. When the air starts cool in the morning this time of the year, that usually means a beautiful afternoon coming in. And that'll be the case the next few days. Some clouds. Watch the clouds now. Friday night, there's a few raindrops come scooting through here between midnight and sunrise. By the time we hit 9 a.m. Saturday, not only is any rain gone, but the clouds are out of here as well. And that may shift a little bit, the timing on that. But generally, the bulk of the data says no rain to just a stray raindrop pre-sunrise Saturday. Afternoon hours, look at those numbers. Perking all the way to near 80 degrees Saturday afternoon. Feeling good in the neighborhood, if you will. And then a rain chance will come in Monday, but not a big chance. There's your hour by hour. 50 or 60 today to 70 delightful degrees tomorrow. 8-day forecast popping in there. 78 Saturday, and then well into the 80s Sunday, low to mid variety. That rain chance Monday at 30%. That Saturday 10%, that might be a little higher just before sunrise. But generally make your weekend plans and enjoy. Tuesday the rain chance goes away after a front comes through, and we'll cool it down. 57 Tuesday. You know what? Enjoy these 50s and 60s. Spring starts tomorrow. You won't see a lot of days with highs in the 60s on that 8-day before long. They're numbered. The 70s and 80s are becoming more numerous, and then those 90s will be popping in a few more weeks down the road.
Yeah, at least we're not dealing with what the West Coast is feeling right now. I know they're seeing temperatures, air temperatures in, 100.
Excessive heat warnings from Vegas to Phoenix, interior Southern California. Some of those spots over there are hitting 110 degrees here in late winter. 110. And it's kind of a scary thought when you think about where will they be in the dead of summer if this kind of pattern continues. But that is some excessive heat early season.
Well, let's just enjoy what we have for now. I know we've got 80s on the way, which is still really great in our books here. Hope you guys can enjoy it, make your outdoor weekend plans. But I hope you all have a wonderful Thursday, this final full day of winter as we welcome spring tomorrow. I know we're all very excited for it. Let's close the book on winter. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, make your weekend plans. We're really going to kick off the spring season with a wonderful weekend out there. It's all systems go, anything outside Saturday and Sunday.
Great. All right. Also, just want to say hello and good morning to Teresa over on Facebook there. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. Hope you all have a great Thursday.
Right.